So the big question is this: why is dating so difficult today, especially for women? Today, I discuss why it's a complex world out there. My name is Joan, Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. The truth is, the landscape of dating has undergone significant changes over the years, at least from when I grew up to now. With technology and the shift in societal norms, and we just have to say it, social media, the way that we approach love and relationships has really transformed drastically, and not always for the better. I think things are more difficult now than they used to be. So let's get into some of the reasons why this is happening. Well, one of the major factors is this paradox of choice. Thanks to the dating apps and social media, women and men now have access to a wide range of potential partners. I use that term potential very loosely. But what has this abundance of choice done for people? Well, it's actually made it harder for people to make decisions. Because when there's so many options, it's like being at a Chinese buffet. You're thinking, okay, let me just try this next thing. Maybe that will be better than the previous one. And then you realize that, oh, shoot, the first thing I actually had was the best. So it's this constant feeling of, there might be something out there. You might be dating someone, going on multiple dates with the person, but you're thinking, maybe there's someone out there. Maybe I should still go back on the apps and see what's available. Maybe I might find something better. There's this constant illusion about something better being available out there. So you keep jumping from one date to the next, one relationship to the other. And at the end of the day, you're disappointed because you keep waiting for this next best thing to show up, and it never does. So maybe John wasn't so bad after all. Just kidding. Another aspect is the change in traditional dating norms. The lines are so blurred these days, leaving so many people so unsure about what to expect and how to communicate their desires so that you don't seem like this old school traditional person who's not in with the times. I know that for me, it really took me a while to wrap my head around the difference between dating versus exclusive relationship versus committed relationship. Geez, and that's even before we go into the get in the ring and then getting married and then happily ever after. Wow. I like the days when it was just boy meets girl, boy likes girl, boy and girl get married, end of story. But anyway, times have changed, right? And for a lot of older people, it leads to a lot of uncertainty and a lot of frustration because you're not quite sure what you want or how you should say what you want. Is it even okay to say what you want? And you can just be in this state where you feel stuck in a loop of unsuccessful dates because you're not able to communicate what it is that you really, really desire. Or worse, you settle for something that you know that you don't desire. It's very challenging out there finding someone who's genuinely looking for a committed relationship, because even though some people might use those words and say, I'm looking for a relationship, when you get started on that journey with them, you find out that they're probably just looking for a casual hookup, or they give you excuses about how, I'm not healed from my past, or I'm not really a commitment kind of guy, or yada, 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 just so many excuses. But the truth is they never wanted a relationship to start off with. So it can be very, very frustrating and very confusing to find people who are really on the same page as you are, who are looking for exactly the same things that you're looking for. But they're out there, trust me. Okay, so another thing that has made dating a lot more difficult for women is, in today's world, women are not just dating. Right. It's not just date. There's a lot of pressure around what it means to be a partner today. Right. You have to balance your life. If you've been married before, maybe you have kids, you have responsibilities, you have other aspirations, you have society really, hunkering down on you, putting a lot of pressure. All of this can be very, very overwhelming for a woman. And the truth is, because of the way the world has shifted, a lot of women have had to embrace more masculine roles. So they're doing careers that are traditionally more masculine. So they're constantly in their masculine energy. They're having to take charge of their home, of their lives, of their family. So they're in their masculine energy as well. And we know that being in your masculine all the time doesn't really help on this journey to finding a partner. So with everything that's going on with the world, where women are playing a bigger role in the economy, it's making it even harder for them to find suitable partners. Another thing I want to talk about, which is probably the last one I'm going to talk about today, is unrealistic expectations. I talk to a lot of women all the time. I talk to men too, but I talk more to a lot of women because those are who I work with. And I think that this idea of this idealized persona of what love and relationship is in the media, so especially social media, with people posting pictures and videos of their happy lives, a lot of women are a little bit unrealistic with what their expectations are of a relationship. They're looking for this perfect partner, right? And there's no perfect partner. No one's perfect. We're not I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And when you focus on the unreal things, then you are left for disappointment, right? I released an episode yesterday talking about the actual qualities and values that you should be looking for in a so-called perfect partner. There's no one perfect, but if you focus on the right things, then it will be easier. All these unrealistic expectations of, I will meet Mr. Charming who will sweep me off in the white horse and we'll ride off into the sunset. Okay, I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but the chances of it happening are very, very slim. So let's be a little bit more realistic with what it is that we're looking for in a partner, so that it makes it easier, at least more attainable, to find the love that you're looking for. So with all these challenges, what can women do? What can we do? Well, first of all, it always starts with awareness and being clear on what it is that you're looking for. Be clear to yourself about what it is that you truly desire upfront, right? And hold on to that. Be clear. If it's marriage you want, then hold on to that. If it's a long-term committed relationship, hold on to that. If it's a fling, own it. Own it with your full chest, right? But be clear on what it is that you want, so that you're sure you can say yes to that and say no to everything else. It will really help you, especially when you go into the dating pool, and being able to attract the right kind of people, because they would align with that which you truly desire, that which you are, not even the words that you're saying, but it's what inherently what you are on the inside that you will attract into your dating life. The second thing you can do is slow down, right? Don't be afraid to take breaks. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be too desperate. Don't be too overwhelmed by all of this, wanting to date, wanting to find the right person. Sometimes it's okay to just step back, refocus, and recharge. Focus on yourself, self-love. Do things that make you happy, things that help you feel alive, make you feel vibrant, because those things in return will really create not just a calmer persona for you to attract a great guy, but also a lot more clarity, right? And this renewed positive energy around you that can help you attract the right kind of guy. The last thing I want to leave with today is to remember that you're worthy. Never forget your worth. Do not settle for less than what you deserve just because there's a lot of pressure going on in your life from your family, from your friends. Yes, they wish you well, but they're not in your shoes, right? And when things start to go wrong, they might be there, but they're not going to be going through it with you. So don't feel the need to be in a hurry. Take your time. The right person that will value you and cherish you just for who you are will show up. The person is out there, but you have to be working on yourself. You have to do the internal work that has to be done for you to be able to attract the right kind of man into your life. So, yes, do the work. You're already doing the work by listening to this podcast. You're probably reading books. You're probably reading other articles. You're following relationship coaches. Yes, coaching is great because it can help you get the results that you want. It can be that blind spot to help you really, really hone in on what are some of the things that are slowing you down or that are stopping you from meeting your dream man. And that's where I can help. If you ever feel like you want to have a conversation, reach out to me and let's talk about it. And if you haven't gotten my free guide, go ahead and get the free guide. It's the 3 reasons why you can't find your dream man. It's really, really great. You need to read that guide. You can get it at datingwithjoan.com, datingwithjoan1word.com. Right? Okay, that's it for you today. Thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Remember, no matter what, never give up on love. Till next time, sending you love and light.